Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports Federation TV, the show that brings you all the news about all the sport in all of the Western Cape. I'm Lenyukta Chetty and I'll be your host tonight. We've got a jam-packed show. We're talking table tennis, deep sea angling. The people from the women in sport sector of the Western Cape Confederation of Sports will be joining us as well. And a little bit later, we'll also be taking a look at life-saving. Joining me first from the world of table tennis is Mr. Hasie Ismail. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us on Sports Federation TV. And you're from the Liv-Ken Table Tennis Club, one of the oldest clubs in Africa.
Can I correct that? The oldest table tennis club in Africa.
Correction noted. So 80 years.
That's correct.
And tell us about some of the history of your club.
Okay, well, 80 years, arithmetically you can go back therefore to 1937 when the club was founded in the suburb of Kenilworth. There is where the original name comes from, the Kenilworth Table Tennis Club. And a few years later, in the mid-1950s, with many other clubs around, at the Livingston High School in Claremont, under the guidance of the late Mr. Ray Collier, where the Livingston Club had been operating at the school. There was an amalgamation between the two clubs, the Kenilworth Club and the Livingston Club, which gave rise to the Livingston Kenilworth Table Tennis Club. But everybody knows us as Liv-Ken.
Liv-Ken. Now, Hasie, you are the chairperson of this particular club.
I am the current chairperson, I would say almost for the past 35 years. But in between there have been others, because we have the good sense in promoting our youth and teaching them and giving them the opportunity to take the reins of the club.
It's transformational leadership.
Correct.
In sports
but,
specifically.
Sometimes when the pieces fall around, somebody has to pick it up, and there I'm chairman again.
You're that guy. Okay, so how did you get involved in table tennis?
Well, I was a student at the Livingston High School in 1962, 63, 64. And I happened to be playing a little bit of table tennis. And I discovered that there was a club at the school. On inquiry, I found that the Liv-Ken club used the school as a venue. I made inquiries, I joined the club, and I've been with the club now. This is my 55th year with the club, non-stop.
55th year, and the club has been in existence for 80 years.
80 years.
So you've been there for the majority of it.
Well, 1977, when I built my own home in Grassy Park, I built a dedicated table tennis room. And when I took occupation of my house, the club moved from Lansdowne, where we were at that time, moved to my house, which is exactly 40 years ago. The club has been at my home.
Wow. Well, we're talking about the 75th anniversary, which was celebrated 5 years ago. You've brought some footage for us to look at, and we'll take a look at that now.
Thank you.
Okay, so well, that was a look at exactly what the sport entails. Now back to that 80th anniversary. Give us a rundown of what the celebration is all about.
The 80th anniversary of the Livingston Kenilworth Table Tennis Club is the most prominent event as far as celebrating a sustained history, existence of a club anywhere on the continent of Africa. You can understand the passion that comes up in anybody who has a relationship with a club.
Yeah.
What is happening right now as we are speaking is we are celebrating our 80th anniversary in the form of a very elite tournament and an anniversary dinner. If I can go to the tournament will only be played among 16 men, 8 women and 6 juniors, all in their own section. These players coming from the top ranked positions in South Africa.
The tournament itself, is it for exhibition purposes, or are they playing for a title?
No, well, they will be playing. We've got a trophy for a specially dedicated trophy for the men, the women and the juniors. We have prize money. Now, as is generally practiced, when there's prize money in a tournament, it normally goes to the winner. Unfortunately for the winner, the Lufkin style or policy is we like to see everybody gain from whatever, have a slice of the cake. Okay? So what we have done, although this may sound small bucks, but for Liv-Ken in our amateur range, it is small, it is big money. Our total prize money for the tournament is just under 12,000 Rand. But every player, the system that we have devised, will take long to explain, but every single player in the tournament has an opportunity, whether he's a loser, everybody will be a loser except the ultimate winner. But from the moment you've lost, you've also had the opportunity to gain prize money, because for every game that you win, you will get a remuneration.
Okay. Well, I'm sure their reasons for coming far exceed those of the financial benefits, because they will get to, well, see the top players in the country play against the top players in the country.
That is the benefit, that we want to see our top players playing against each other as often as possible.
Absolutely.
And that is not happening in South Africa at the moment, where our top players play each other often. But if we design what this event is going to be about, where players will meet each other, you can imagine every match is a titanic battle. So, and that is what our top players need to keep them up to standard.
Well, it seems fitting then that the club that gave birth to table tennis in Africa would also be the club that will pioneer something like this.
Yeah, I like what you say, but I must prevent the misperception there. We didn't give birth to table tennis in Africa. There were other clubs, most probably many clubs, that were there before us. But what we are saying is, where are those clubs today?
So you're the oldest in existence.
The oldest existing club on the continent.
Well, there's still something to celebrate.
It is
definitely.
It is the. Nobody else can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So dates and time and venue for this 80th anniversary event?
The anniversary event starts. By the way, I must say we have a special name. 5 years ago, when we had our 75th anniversary, we dedicated that tournament to the founder of our club, Richard Maurice, and we called it the Richard Maurice Super 16 Double Eliminator. That was the name of the tournament. This time, we are dedicating the tournament to the current oldest living member in the country, and that is Jasper Walters, who is also in his 80s, and we have honored Jasper by naming the tournament after him. It's called the Jasper Walters 80th Anniversary Liv-Ken Tournament. This event takes place at the Bellar Sports Centre in Bellar, Proton Street in Bellar, on Saturday the 28th, that's in 2 days' time. The tournament starts...
Stop. Yeah, you must say, take it from the tournament is on Saturday the 28th.
Yes.
Don't say 2 days' time. Because
okay.
Remember, it's supposed to be tomorrow.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so the tournament is,
The tournament takes place on Saturday the 28th of October at the Bellar Sports Centre, and the playing schedule starts at 2:30 in the afternoon. It continues up to about 6:30, and then there'll be a little break because we go straight from there into the adjacent hall where we will have our 220 guests at our anniversary dinner. And of course, some of our VIP guests will be representatives of the Department of Sport, Cultural Arts and Sport. It's DCAS, who have been, we're very fortunate that they've had a very large slice of sponsoring our tournament. And we express our thank you to DCAS for making it possible that we can stage the tournament to the level that we are. And I'm sure that we are going to get a lot of praises for what we are staging.
Okay, thank you, Hasie. How can people get in touch with your federation if they'd like more information about the event or even just to join?
Yeah, in today's world with the modern technology, I get so many phone calls because of the internet. Going onto the internet about just inquiring about table tennis in Cape Town or in Grassy Park in South Africa, we are present there. Okay. I've had many phone calls from people who have traced me in that particular way. So we are situated in Grassy Park. I am in the phone book under H. Ismail. I think generally table tennis enthusiasts will know about our club. And by the way, there are many other clubs in Cape Town. We are, our mother body is Western Province Table Tennis. So, Googling or inquiring about table tennis, Liv-Ken can be easily contacted through that particular medium.
Okay, excellent. We wish you all the best with your prestigious 80th anniversary event, and we hope you'll be back to share some more positive news from your club and from table tennis at large.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, folks, that's it from Table Tennis, and after the break we'll be joined by Deep Sea Angling, so please stay tuned.